Delivery day. That was a fun slide. I've got my sock feet on sliding across the floor. I just got a new toy for my craft room, and I think this is going to be a great solution for many of you. So let's open it up and I will show you what I got. I know sometimes you guys like to see the packaging and how it arrives. So this is the first time I am opening this. And I did get a box to go along with this that is full of accessories. So I already unboxed those and I'll be sharing those with you as well. But this is packaged very nicely. It's glass. So obviously we need this to arrive safely. You can see it's got foam around all four sides. And you know who's going to love playing with this box is David. Glassboard Studios has gifted me this beautiful glassboard and the accessories, and I'm excited to show you how I'm going to use them in my craft space. These were a gift, but of course I will always share my honest opinion. And I'm very excited because glassboards are not new to the crafting world, but this particular size is, and it is for scrapbookers. And I'm really excited about that because I am a double page scrapbooker, and I'm going to show you how beautifully this is going to work. So first of all, can we appreciate how that just peeled off with no stress? This has some helpful information on here, just some tips that will preserve the life of your glassboard. You probably want to know the dimensions. So from the outside edge over is 26 inches and from top to bottom is 14 inches. So maybe I mentioned it already. I'm primarily a double page scrapbooker. Sometimes I do single pages, but the majority of them are double pages. And you can see how those fit beautifully. And we have our grid lines all the way around. And I do appreciate that this is a true bright white. Sometimes when I see like a colored glass mat, it's pretty, but if it clashes, if the color of the glass mat clashes with the project I'm working on, I feel like it's a little distracting. So I like that it's a nice crisp white neutral. And along with our measurements around the outside, you can see, for those of you that like to get fancy with your angles, we have all of these angles that will help you cut those different angles. And then there's some handy measurements here for different pieces. So really, really nice. I love all of the details and the grid there. And the entire mat is backed with a magnet. So it is magnetic. Now, if you've been watching my channel for a while, I usually put removable glue dots down to hold my pages on my VersaMats. And we're going to talk about these in just a moment. But if you don't have the removable glue dots, they have these magnetic accessories you can get. And I'm going to show you, there's all sorts of accessories that were sent to me with this glass board, and they're so fun. I've been having fun playing with them. These guys remind me, you know, the board game Sorry? Don't they look like the little guys that you would use and move around the Sorry game? So this is Seaside Teal. My craft room colors are black, white, and teal. So I was super happy that they had this color so that it looks nice in my crafting space. But they do have a whole array of colors, so you can find one that matches your crafting space. And you can see how if I didn't have these, this is going to do a shimmy shake dance, and then it drives us crazy as we're trying to, you know, fit our pieces on there. So you could just use these in the corners to hold those down. And it's really nice too, even for card makers. This doesn't have to be just scrapbooking, but you can hold your projects down. So if you're ink blending and doing different techniques, it stays put. So I really like the magnetic feature, and they have a little, you know, rubber footing on there, so it's not going to harm your glass mat. If my boys were still at home, they'd be in here stealing these from me. They loved magnets when they were growing up, and we had a few magnet sets that we would use for science project in homeschooling. So I won't have to hide these though, because they are both out of the house. So that is definitely a big benefit. The grid lines, I like how they are able to join in the middle here. I want to talk about the VersaMats here, and I feel like this is worth kind of comparing and contrasting because I probably get asked maybe 5 to 10 times a week where you can purchase these mats, because I use them in every video and I still love them and I will still continue to use them. These were produced by Close to My Heart, as you can see, and Close to My Heart has since closed up shop, so they're no longer available. So while other companies make similar mats, in fact, Cricut has one, Creative Memories has one with this grid, none of them have the foam backing. So Close to My Heart was big on stamping, and this foam backing makes a great cushion for putting beneath your paper, and then you would stamp with your clear stamp. So that was an exclusive feature and definitely a benefit of this. But there are other things you can use for the foam backing. And usually I bring these in for my videos because not only do I have the measurements, but it helps me stay in frame for you because I know where my mats are. That's where the camera is, and I'm not working out of the frame, which I know is frustrating for you viewers when things are kind of off screen and you can't see what's going on. So I love my VersaMats, but one thing that always bugged me was that they didn't join in the middle. So off camera, when I'm doing my gluing and adhering, I would bump these together and make sure that my strips were going across were at the exact same height. And that's not something you would see in my videos because I tend to edit that part out because, that's a boring thing to watch. But that is something I would always do, is bump them together and make sure that my pages were perfectly aligned so those would go across. Because if you have them over on the mat just slightly askew, it can be a visually obvious when you take it off the mat and put them together. You might have just, a little difference in your paper layers there. So definitely a plus that these are, together. The glass boards, of course, are great for getting messy. I actually have a glass board. Let me show you. Here, let me scoot these out of the way. This is my Stampin' Up! Glass board, and I purchased this because my friend Katie Taylor has a bigger glass board and she loves it. So I wanted to try out a glass board. I bought this over a year ago and I do like it, but you can see right away it does not accommodate 2 double page layouts. It can, you could put one on there, but then it would be if I got 2 glass mats, the measurements, I thought, oh, I could butt them up, but then you'd have this over there and you'd still have your gap. So it kind of defeated the purpose. But I use this quite a bit in our creative design team membership. We tend to do a lot of techniques and ink blending and getting messy. So I bring my glass mat in to showcase those techniques and then scoot it back out and use my VersaMats for creating the layouts. Now, this is not magnetic, so this doesn't stick. You can see it does have the measurements and grid lines. So I have stations around my craft room, so this is still going to get plenty of use and be well loved. I just have it over to the left for different things. But yeah, that's why I knew when the glass board reached out to me and asked me if I'd be willing to give this a try. I thought, heck yes, big enough for 2 layouts. That sounds great. You probably want to see more of the fun accessories. So we've got our little guys here that are magnetic. Now these are not magnetic, but they're meant to go on the side of your craft mat. So these are called CraftCatchers, and there's 3 sizes. Let me scoot this over so we can see how they work. But you can see there's like this little really thin feathered edge, and it goes underneath your glass mat. And this is super handy for cleaning up your messes. So this would be great too, not just in paper crafting, but people who do beadwork, diamond painting, all that good stuff. When I was watching other videos, they said these little lines on here, the beads and the little diamond painting things would fit right in there, and you can kind of sort them out. So if you're into that particular hobby, I know many of us love multiple different crafts, but check this out. You just sweep it right in. And then this is what's even better. It has this handy little pour spout, so you can just tap everything down to the edge there. Come on, little sequins, and then pour it back into the container. So you could use these if you're creating a scrapbook layout. You could put your die cuts in there and have little bits and pieces so they don't get lost. Maybe you just die cut a bunch of alpha dies for your title. You could put those in here and then just have your little bits and pieces. But they are definitely handy for sweeping things into, and I do appreciate the detail of those little pour spout corners there. Now these little guys are called the MagInk Tray, and you can see they do have the little lines in there and a pour spout. So you could use these also for, holding little sequins and things like that. But they have the same little protective coating on the bottom to protect your glass, but they're magnetic. So you do kind of need to push them down, and then look at that. I mean, I'm whacking that and it's not moving. So where this is, the design is meant to house your ink pads. However, I did notice that the Stampin' Up! And the Close to My Heart ink pads are too big. So that was kind of a fail for that, which is a bummer. So if these are the ink pads that you're using, you probably don't want to invest in these because they're not going to fit. I do have a few other ink pads like your Memento Black. So there you can see that one fits. And then as far as I have a lot of the Distress Oxides. They don't fit down inside, but they do fit within that little lip. So it would work. But the whole point of these is that they hold still. So when you're doing your ink blending, it's not like sliding around your, work surface there. So this kind of holds it in place with a magnetic background. So you can do your ink blending and then you have everything nice and stationary. So I kind of thought, well, how else could we use this? Because I have it and I think they're really cool. So what if we just open this up, try not to get ourselves inky, and then see if we could do something like this. And then, it's not really going to, let's see. You do have to kind of make sure that that's solid, and then it's solid. So if you wanted to do something like that, you could, and theoretically it's going to do the same thing. So if you're all inking, this way, that's going to kind of hold it. So, just look at that. Look at it. I get messy instantly. So that's one way you could use it, just to kind of create a little buffer. But I do want to point out that Stampin' Up! And Close to My Heart ink pads are too big for the intended purpose of these guys. Now I got to go get my stamp chamois and clean that up. I was also gifted this ruler, and it too is magnetic, so that is going to be very handy when you are working on a smaller project, like maybe a card front, trying to line things up. And I checked the website. They do offer these in a 12-inch piece, so I will be purchasing that on my own to add to my system here, because I think a 12-inch ruler is probably going to be, more of a benefit. So this can also double as, holding your papers down, because it is magnetic, much like we use these. So not only does it have the benefit of the ruler edge, but it's basically a large magnet that can be used for multiple different applications. Now these guys are the quad MagInk tray. So there's a set of 2 that you get in the package, and they are for your little Stampin' Spots. So these do fit in here perfectly, and it like locks them in. So if you're using these for little projects, they are not going to be able to escape you. They're going to be stuck onto your surface. So I was super happy to find out that the Stampin' Spots do fit in these. And again, they come in a set of 2, and there is the little pour spout too. So if you're working with little beads and things, you can use them for those projects as well. So this is for the regular ink pads, and this is for the little mini dimensional guys there. And then there's one more. Now this little guy is the Hexaflex organizer set. So you can see they're hexagons, hence the name, and they interlock. So you can rearrange these in any configuration you could possibly imagine. So there's different heights that you could do different things with. Let's go ahead and put that little guy back on there. And you can see they would be good for your taller items like the Wink of Stella. Whoa! My sequins want to come back into the video here. Look at, but we have our CraftCatcher, so we can just easily clean those right up. How handy. Let's see if our glue fits in this one. It's a little bit, deep for the glue, but you can use these smaller ones. So you can see here, they have these little dividers that stack. So you could take these out and put them in a smaller one if you wanted to, but these would help keep things like scissors or your little pokey tool, the paper piercer tool. I use that all the time. It's given it its own little space. So lots of different ways you can do this. I don't have a lot of space this way. So I like the fact that I could make this linear. It could be completely linear. I do not need to have it coming out. We could just keep going out to the side. And then these little guys here, I thought they might be fun for, oops, I got to line the top one up first. You could do little things. They showed storing these in here, but you could also put like your ink blender that you're working on in there to keep it contained. I would probably put a little piece of paper in there so the ink wouldn't be staining. But you know, these things are meant to be used. So, but that would be handy because oftentimes I'll throw these off to the side of my desk and they kind of roll around. So it'd be nice to have a little spot to contain that. But I think this is fun and I love the customability of it. And then you could even buy multiple units and just keep them going. And again, they have a whole bunch of different colors so you can make that match your craft room. The glass mat specifically made for scrapbooking launches on Tuesday, November 18th. So if you're watching this video right when it goes live, the 18th and 19th, it's 20% off with my discount code Crafty Concepts. And then otherwise you can use that code and save 15%. But they're also having a Black Friday sale beginning on November 21st, and that runs all the way through December 1st. So if you think this would be a great addition to your craft room, put it on your Christmas wish list, or maybe it's a great gift idea for someone in your crafty circle. And all of these fun little accessories make great stocking stuffer ideas too. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you very soon in another YouTube video. Bye.